Hello viewers, today we're going to be unboxing the Advanced Flow Engineering air intake system for the Ford 4.6 liter 3-valve engine. This particular kit was purchased off of Stage 3 Motorsports. Retails for $325. They're running a special of 11% off, so all said and done, shipped to the door was $280, which is a heck of a deal. First thing you notice here is that the box has inspection stickers, which is a good sign. So the quality control here should be really good. Everything should be here. But one thing we're going to look for is a parts list that should be in this box, because before we do any installation, you should definitely verify you have all your parts. Last thing you want to do is be running to the auto parts store to find parts that you probably will not to get your kit installed. So here, looks like here's the instruction manual, probably the parts list in here. We've got some aFe stickers. I love stickers, so definitely be slapping some of these on. So we'll just run through the parts list here and make sure we've got everything. And this particular system, I opted to do the Pro Dry S filter. I don't think there's anything wrong with using oil filters, but I just like to play it safe. I don't want to risk having oil on the MAF sensor because that can cause issues for you in the long run. Properly maintained oil filter though should not be an issue if you choose to go that route. So here we have, it's like this is the trim for the top of the air box, and also a 3/8 inch rubber tubing for the crankcase ventilation. Got here, let's see here, here's your intake pipe. I opted here to go with the polished one. They also do offer a black, I believe it's an ABS plastic one. So you can see here the quality on this is very well. It is lightweight, which is good. Nice stamped plate here. Beautiful welds for the MAF sensor to go into. Nice threaded holes there, so won't be threading into any plastic or anything cheap. Do notice the size of the intake right here where the MAF sensor goes. I did notice that this does not require a tune. They did not mention that, and this here is the reason why. This diameter is the same as the stock air intake diameter, so should not require a retune. However, it is suggested you do a retune on the vehicle whenever installing aftermarket intake systems or exhaust. Factory tunes are known just to be a little too conservative, so we want to get the most performance out of our vehicles. So here we have the elbow coupler here, as well as a straight coupler. High quality silicone couplers here. So, here we have the air filter adapter. This will go in the air box and mount with 5 of the M6 screws, which will make sure we have air filter mounts here. So there we go. So here we have all the hose clamps that we need to do the installation. And we should have, shows 4 here. Got 3 of one clamp and 1 of another size here, which is good. Inside this bag, we have the bag of nuts and bolts, as well as a grommet and an elbow. So the grommet goes in the intake tube, the elbow goes in the grommet, and you attach your crankcase ventilation hose to the elbow. We've got got 5 washers here, 2 of the M4 screws, which is used to mount the MAF sensor, as well as 5 of the M6 screws, which is used to mount the adapter to the airbox. So all of those are there. That's really good. And here we have the airbox. One thing I did not realize is that this just replaces the top of the factory airbox. You still maintain the bottom of the factory airbox, and I believe that's a good thing because the bottom of the factory airbox contains contains some vent tubes to draw air in from the fender well. So this is high quality anodized. Then, of course, the air filter. Let's see what we got here. So we've got some cleaning instructions for the air filter. Not sure exactly how long these last, but I believe you can probably get 100,000 miles out of these air filters. There's several ways to clean it. You can vacuum it for 96% cleanliness. You can tap it out, which will restore 85% of its cleanliness, and another sticker. So you can sticker everything up. Here we have the air filter, massive air filter. This thing is huge. If anybody's ever seen their stock air filter, you know how small and puny that thing is. This thing will draw a hell of a lot of air. So this should make substantial improvements on the amount of air the engine can draw in. They do claim a 16 horse gain on the engine. So factory specs on the 4.6 3-valve is 290 horse, but that's at the crank, as all factories state their horsepower. Typically you want to do a 20% reduction per valve for a drivetrain loss, so that puts it around 230 stock at the wheels. So this should put us up close to 240 to 250 range. So stay tuned. And we also have here nice license plate frame, aFe power. I'll probably be using this too because my license plate frame is over a decade old and looks pretty crummy, so I'm going to use that. Stay tuned, we're going to do an install video next, also with some baseline dyno numbers and what we get after we do the kit install, how much we get out the dyno afterwards. So thanks for watching.